Well, hello as always. July 25th here in Brantford, Ontario at my sister's. I want to do some videos on the political prisoners in Canada. Because if you go outside of our country to the news, mainstream news even, from say Australia, France, Great Britain, etc., there's much talk on those news channels about the political prisoners in Canada. You don't hear anything about that on the mainstream media here. Not at all. So, Tamara Lich, Pat King, and Arthur Pasteur. Now, don't take me wrong. I'm not lumping those three in as peas in a pod. They're very distinctively different, I'll say, characters, coming from different directions, but all ending up in the same place, that being political prisoners in Canada. Again, I don't want to lump them in as peas in the pod. They are three distinctly different entities, but they all ended up in the same place. They've spent time in jail, months, cumulatively, big time. I mean, each and every one of them, months in jail. I think Arthur Pasteur's trial comes up in August. I'm going to dive into that and cover it. And I believe Tamara and Pat come up a little later in the fall. But here's the whole point and the issue. None of them violated the laws of our land under the Bill of Rights or the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Charter of Rights and Freedoms. They violated no laws. The right to free speech and the right to peaceful assembly. And they were brought up on charges of, I've covered this before, so has everybody else, charges of mischief, counseling to commit mischief, and charges, what should be hokey little charges like this, for again, expressing their right to free speech and the right of freedom of assembly. And the Crown, prosecuting Crown, is still wanting 10 years for these people. Sacrificial lambs? Oh, it's disgusting. So when they say political prisoners in Canada, looking in at Canada, they're calling it what it is. These poor people, well, they are political prisoners, and I'll be covering that. I hope you'll stick around.